All right. So we're going to talk about what I feel like is the most underrated comp of this patch, 14.24. Yeah, I feel like it's been underrated all set, but really this patch I've been spamming it and just been winning first. So I have 10 games of 6 Conqueror and I average a 2.2. I bought forward twice in those 10 games. In one of them, it was a really bad it should have been an eighth, and it turned out to be a fifth. Just because of how good this comp is, I wholeheartedly should have just went eighth there. I I got a Conqueror emblem on a dummy, but I didn't have a Darius, so I was selling the units on my bench to roll for the Darius because I wanted the 4 Conqueror start, and I sold the Rel, so I didn't even have the Conqueror start when I found the Darius. It was it was a mad mistake, and I didn't find a rail for a really long time. I had to wait like 2-7 to find a Swain, not even a rail. So I did it for good 4 Conqueror into like 2-7. I didn't even win streak. I was bottom of the lobby HP like the whole game, and I still pulled out a fifth. So, but without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is what conditions you want to play this comp under and what makes this comp so good to me and people who are playing it. I think TFT Academy rate set is an A tier. So strong opener / win streak. This is the baseline of what everybody's gonna tell you. You need a strong opener because you need a win streak through stage 2, the win streak to keep cashing out, because the way the Conqueror stacks work are when you kill units you get a stack. At two Conqueror it's 1 stack per kill. At 3 Conqueror it's 3 stacks per kill, and so on and so forth. And actually, Conqueror just got a buff earlier today as I make this video. So now, instead of getting the 3% buff to the percentage of boosted stats that it gives you, you get a 5% buff. So it's 5% of the 18% that you're already getting, basically. So another thing, so some of the strong openers will be a stage 1 swing drop. So if you get, from crabs or minions, you get a Swain. You can go through this comp. That's mainly what I do. If I see a Swain drop, I'm immediately thinking, okay, I'm just going to play Conqueror this game. There's just no point in playing anything else, because everything you can get for Conqueror with 1 and 2 costs plus a Swain. So there you go, Conqueror emblem. Conqueror. If you get a Conqueror emblem, boom. If you're uncontested Conqueror emblem, boom, I automatically pick this as well. So if I have a Rel, Javius, Rel, Draven, and Darius start, even though it's only 3 Conqueror, sometimes I will still lean. If I have no other direction and I see Conquerors uncontested and it's not like a relatively strong lobby, I will go Conqueror, because I will bank on finding the Swain before stage 3. If you don't find the Swain before stage 3, it gets kind of rough, but you can still pull it out. But in this comp also is really strong because it caps out with 5 costs. Your 2-star 5 costs are going to be your carries in the end game, and late game 2-star 5 costs are really good. This one caps around Jace and Mordekaiser as your 2 carries most of the time, and Jace, since this gets 4 forms operated, Jace is a beast. Like, Jace is this at the end game. Jace is the star of the show, unless you have the Mordekaiser. Unless you have the Mordekaiser anomaly, Jace is most likely going to be the star of your show with that 40% damage in. So, but without, let's get into the opener you should play this comp with. So, I said Rel, Draven, and Darius. Boom. Those are the 3 core you're always most likely going to have when you're running this. You can also run it, if let's say you get a 2-star Draven, 2-star Darius, but you don't have the Rel, you're just like, okay, I want to play Conqueror from here. I'm just gonna play win streak until I get to my 4 Conqueror. You can do that as well. but that's a little bit more iffy. So Darius, Rel, Draven, you do that, and then so your plus. If you don't have the 4 Conqueror in, if you have Swain, you play the Swain for 4 Conqueror, you level up. Boom, that's simple, right? And then you add in a Singe. You can add in a Singed for the, not only for Sentinel, because he gives Sentinel the Rel, which makes your front line a little bit more tankier. And then he also gives utility because of his ultimate, or yeah, his ability. His ability gives attack speed to the person that's dealt the most damage, which most of the time is going to be your Draven. Sometimes you're going to be running your Darius carry, which is even good for your Darius to carry you through the stage 2. Or you can, if you have the Swain, you can put in Vladimir, which Vladimir gives you Watcher and Sorcerer. So it's a really good trait, just a trait splash in, and another frontline unit. So those are just some ideas of what openers to run this with. And now let's go into items. So the item slams early. Here's just some item slams that you, if you have them when you're running the 4 Conqueror, I think I would do. So a BT, if you have a BT with a Conqueror start and you have a Darius 2, put it on the Darius 2. I think stage 2 Darius is the best user of BT over Violet. If I'm not mistaken, I watched Learning TFT's video looking at the stats, and I'm pretty sure Darius 2 is the best 2-star 1-cost user of BT during stage 2. If not, he's like top 2, top 3 minimum. But you give him, basically you give him like the AD items that you're going to put on your Mordekaiser later, or you know your Mordekaiser or your Mbessa later on in the game. So he's a very good item holder for that. Rel just holds your generic tank items that you're going to probably splash onto your Elise later on, or your Swain if you 3-star him. And then Draven just holds AD items. And Mbessa, so if I have a Rageblade isn't the best in this comp, but it's so good on Draven early game where I find myself slamming this because it's going to help you win the streak so much. And it can go onto Mbessa late game. It can go onto Jace late game. It's not some of their better items, but it is not a terrible item when I get it on them. So, and then Red Buff and Last Whisper, they can both go into Mbessa or Jace. Very decent items. So, they help Jace cast faster and give him a crit. And then, you know, the Archangels or the Hodge, which you're going to slam on your Mordekaiser later. Just go on Swain 2 for now. Swain 2 will get you there until you find that Mordekaiser. And yeah, so that's it for items. Now we're going to move on to augments. And I placed 8 augments here. 2 silver, 4 gold, and 2 prismatic. There are definitely more augments you can use with this, and augments are also situational. Okay, I will tell you, there are some games where I placed first without any one of these 8 augments because you can run a multitude of things for what fits what spot you are currently in. But I'll tell you a brief explanation why I put all these 8 here. So, call shot, all right, it sets your win streak to 4 plus 4 gold. So you're basically, if you see you have a win streak opener and your plan is to win streak, which most of the time it should be with this comp, the win streak all of stage 2 and possibly all of stage 3. This is just going to farm you get you to that 5 win streak 4 rounds quicker to farm you that much more gold, which you'll be up like 20 or 30 gold that you wouldn't have had when you're win streaking. So boom, that's if you scout around and see your lobby's pretty weak. Late game specialist is the best silver augment for this comp because this comp is a fast 8 to fast 9 type of comp, right? So late game specialist lets you, this is how I use late game specialist. Okay, I have 50 gold on 8 and I'm stabilized, or maybe I have 50 gold on 8 and I'm not stabilized, but I win streak, so I have so much HP. Okay, I'm gonna save up just enough gold to get to level 9. Cause usually, you know, that time when you're level 9, you're like, okay, yeah, I have enough gold to go level 9, but like, I can only roll once or twice on level 9. Why I have to wait? I can just have to lose more HP. Oh no, I have late game specialist. I can just go straight to 9 and get 33 gold off rip to roll down. Okay, boom, I save up like 60 gold. I can stabilize a lot faster on 9 because if you do not have an emblem, you have to go 9 to get the max cap. The 6 Conqueror 4 form stopper. Right? Okay. And then Warpath, it's just a win streak augment. Just like you can go Warpath, like Spoils of War, you can put all those in the same boat. You're gonna win streak anyway, so it's just to give you more loot. And then the Conqueror augment just buffs your Conquerors generically good. Conqueror crest, self-explanatory. Coronation lets you put in another unit, and it makes your tactician's cape / crown. It gives you another good item that you can put on any one of your carries, and it'll be a good. So then, Conqueror crest prismatic and big grab bag. Since you can itemize so many units are gonna like be carrying you, like Mbessa. It's basically kind of like a 3-way carry between Mbessa, Mordekaiser, and Jace. Those are really going to be your stars. And then like maybe if you have another emblem, another 2-star 5 cost, like I've done Savika, I've done Rumble, both of them really good. So yeah, you can do other augments like a heroic grab bag. If you get that on stage 2-1 and you have a Swain opener, you can use those 2 duplicators to duplicate the Swain and just guarantee you win streak all of stage 2. I've done that. That works really good. So now we can go into it. We can go into what the late game board is going to look like, which is going to be something like this. This is without an emblem. With an emblem, basically the same thing. You just put the Conqueror emblem on the Jace or whatever 2-star 5 cost you have, because you'll get a 2-star 5 cost from the Conqueror cash outs. Like got LeBlanc. I know sometimes you can't fit it in, but even if you can't fit it in, that's a free 14 gold. LeBlanc, if you get Savika, which Savika works very well with the Conqueror emblem, because it's just a lot of stats. Most 2-star 5 costs are going to work with Conqueror emblem just because of the pure amount of stats it's going to give you. Because by late game, you're going to have like 45% extra AD and AP. So it's just really good. And then we can go into anomaly priority. Anomaly priority, if you have your Jace or your Mordekaiser before the anomaly round, I would say you put it on them. In most cases, probably like 90% of the time. But maybe you think you can hit a Mbessa 3, you can put it on Mbessa. Or if you don't have them, just put it on Mbessa. Mbessa's still really good. She's gonna get you to your level 9. And when in late game, she's still gonna do. And she works with a lot. She works with all the ones that give you AD. Dramatic entrance, which is gonna be in the game I'll show y'all later. So yeah, she works with a lot of them. I know Laser's Eyes is a really good one for Mordekaiser. In Jace, gaining mana on each kill, Jace is really good. So, and Gangplank, his melee form just got buffed, so I just put him in front just for the 40% durability, and he's gonna tank for my Jace late game. So, but anomaly priority, I would say would go to one of the 5 costs. If you have them before 4/6 and you feel like you're gonna get level 9 to 2-star them, then I would just go them. But if you're feeling a little iffy, you just want to play it safe, and Bessa is a really good option as well. And this leveling, the leveling for this would be, you level for your streak. If you're win streaking, which most likely you are, you level to keep your streak. If you feel like you're level 6, so basically follow a basic fast 8, fast 9 guide. You should try to be level 6 on 3-1, You know, level 7 after 35. If you're win streaking, you have that much econ, you should be making enough to go level 7 on 35 and stay above 40 gold to keep your win streak. That's how I feel. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't do that in the game I show y'all. So, all right. Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. Get into it. All right, so we get a rail here. Somebody get a rail and 2 Dariuses. So I'm already thinking about it. See, I got 2 Sentinel front line. And this game was a no encounter. So some of the best encounters for this, uh, I would say probably the best one is probably the Warwick one, because you get a free Spoils of War and you're already trying to win streak. So it just gives you more loot, more econ just to go crazy with. Let me see. I have a 2-star Aurelia in my shop. Oh no, I already have the 2-star Aurelia, and I have 2 more. I was like, I mean, I'm just holding that. Maybe I get Blade Dance off rip. If I get Blade Dance with 5 Aurelias, it gives me 1. I will have 6 Aurelias. I would have to take it. But I already have 3 Conqueror with a 2-star Sentinel. So I'm already like, honestly, if I don't get Blade Dance, I'm probably just gonna force Conqueror here. I have a Darius and Draven pair. Team building, I was looking at this called shot. I mean, I looked at how weak everybody else was, but I see that 2-star Violet, 2-star Darius. I don't know if I'm going to be able to streak all through here. But I'm thinking about taking it. If I go branching out, if I get a Conqueror emblem, it's just that much better. But I just decided to go branching out, see what I get. Hopefully I high roll. Academy emblem. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna see if I high roll Conqueror. I don't high roll Conqueror, but I get a Visionary, so I'm thinking, okay, I'll put in the row. That's 3 Conqueror, 2 Sentinel, and then a Visionary. Visionary, BT Slam, the Darius. Darius is a very good BT holder. And with Visionary, he's gonna get more mana. He's gonna cast that much more often. Darius, I'm thinking Darius can get me through this stage with Visionary and BT. Darius can probably get me through this stage. So now I'm looking, go to my team planner, just go to my Conqueror setup down here. I'm trying to make gold, so I'm just gonna sell all this. And I'll be getting 2 extra gold once to get these Conqueror stacks. Put Darius in the middle, just so he doesn't get targeted and blown up. Next. So right now I'm thinking about, like, realistically, I'm just trying to find the swing for 4 Conqueror. My Darius is a monster right now. Look at that damage. Like, Darius is the person you want to get you through the stages. Draven can do it as well, but like Darius, like I said, the stats on Darius BT during stage 2, I don't remember the exact win rate, so I don't want to like say a number. But like I said earlier, I think he's the best user of BT during stage 2. Even over Violet. A 2-star Darius over a 2-star Violet. Now I think a 3-item Violet is better than a 3-item Darius when you get your family in, but just BT, slap that on Darius. I even do that in the family reroll comps. Now I see this guy has Swain. I'm like, ooh, maybe he's going in. He has Swain and a Draven too. Maybe he's just going into sorry, drill blank. Maybe he's just going into Conqueror, but I don't know. He only has 2 right now, so we'll see. I've never actually ran this line and contested, so because honestly, I don't think anybody's running Conqueror. Right now, honestly, I'm just looking for a decent cost unit. Get a 2 cost rod. Rod can build into Rage Blade, which is honestly what I'm looking for my Draven. And you get the cash out for 2 gold. Silver Nada, we're making 30 by 2.5. Actually, do I not Silver Nada? Why am I holding the Dravens? What? I'm pretty sure I just win this and sell the Dravens, but I didn't really need to hold it. I think before I got a 3-star Draven during one of the games, during one of my games, I did end up selling it. I think that's just why I held it, but that was a Starry Night. That was actually a really weird game. I wish I VOD reviewed that. I Starry Night family, and then I was like 3-way contested, so I said, all right, forget that, and got a 2-star Draven Darius and said, okay, fuck it, I'm forcing Conqueror. And ended up getting Draven 3 and 1, Darius 3. And sold it late game for 5 costs. Oh, I actually didn't sell it to make gold. Yeah. Then 2-6, I find the 4 Conqueror. So I'm sitting in a very good spot, 4th streak. Now, I could have took called shot, but I don't know if I 4th streak without the Visionary +1 on my, without the Visionary +1. So I think I took the right call. You'll see how the game ends up being played. But and I'm still streaking through 5. I make 30 by selling the Draven now. 30 on 2-6. 5 streaking, not bad. With no encounters, so. Alright. 40 gold at Krugs. See if I can make 50 before 3-1. I'm hoping for a Rage Blade here. Rage Blade would really get my damage up. I'm holding the Vander, so when I level, because when I level, I want to play another Watcher to buff my Darius even more. Because he's probably going to have to get me through stage 3 as well if I don't get a Rage Blade. Damn near alone. So, yeah, I can make 50. So we just make 50. See the items we get. We don't get a Rage Blade. So I'm like, okay, what is going to work with this Darius? I could make a Spark, but I just end up making Redemption here. That's probably because that's the best one for me. In my opinion, that was the best slam here for the Darius to continue to carry me to a win streak. I don't remember exactly where I lose this win streak. I think I lose at this stage, I'm pretty sure. Like 95% sure I lose at this stage. I just don't remember what fight. Definitely not this one. So, at least I don't think. Shouldn't lose. Yeah. All right, for this augment, I have a branching out. Just trying to see, like, I don't really have anything in my head at this point. We're just gonna go off of what I get. Okay, it's a silver augment, but I see late game specialist. I'm like, okay, I'm probably just gonna pick that because if I see this, this is #1 priority silver augment for me in this comp. Because especially if I'm win streaking, I know I'm going to get 8. I know for a fact I'm just going to get 8. And if I get 8, if I can stabilize, which usually your units are uncontested, like the only thing is people might contest for Emissary and Bessa. Bessa might be contested. And even then, if you win streak, you can stabilize on an Mbessa 1 to go 9. Is that what I do here? I know I roll a 2-star shot, but I might not get Mbessa 2 till I go 9. Actually, no, I think I roll for Mbessa 2 on 8. Oh, but like 70 gold. But I would stabilize on Mbessa 1 where I was just 100 streaking all the way up to like stage 4. But I'm holding the Mundo here because I might just splash him in. Just because he's a good unit. Oh, I think I lose it here actually because this is definitely where I lose it. Yeah, that Morgana just fucked my team. Alright, my next in is definitely GP, so I was debating putting him in over the Vander, but like the Vander buffs my Darius, which is my carry right now. I'm not gonna make a 1-star swing my carry. So I wanted to bother you this game because this is not like a crazy roll or anything. Like, I mean, I got 4 Conqueror on 2-6 and a 2-star Darius, 2-star Draven, but like that's just like minimum for the comp. It's not like I did anything crazy. It's not like I'm not getting a crazy amount of stacks. I don't think 78 stacks on 3-4 is anything wild. I've had crazier games, so. And you see that kid just hit Violet 3. Luckily I queued into him earlier. Yeah, find the Elise, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put the Black Rose in. And I finally get the Rage with my Draven. Hopefully I can kill things. I'm still 94 HP, top HP in the lobby. I'm 7. That's what I was rolling for. Rolling for swing 2. Don't get them with the items yet, but I don't think that should be much of a problem. Because now that I have the form stock run, I can transfer items on to swing. And right now, I just have a good front line for my Draven to ramp up damage. So if my front line ever does die, my Draven will have so much attack speed with the Conqueror bonuses that he should just finish it up more than likely. I should have made 40 right there. No, I did. Yeah, and then double and best I shop on 7. Oh, okay. And then I'm definitely putting in the Mbessa for 5 Conqueror over the Vander, especially Vander 1. And it slammed the BT onto my Mbessa. Mbessa 1 is a great unit in the early game. If you get like a what is the augment that makes 4 costs a pure shot? I forget what it is. If you get that augment there, and you find it at Mbessa, I would force Conqueror as well. Get the Heimer encounter. It gives you first one prismatic. This is a guy running Academy. Going in the Krugs, 40 gold. Or 50, going in the Krugs, 52 gold, level 7. Champ dupe. I'm debating going for like 3-star Swain here. Because I think my last one, I hit 3-star Swain, but that was like Pandora's bench. And I had the anomaly that does the magic damage in a 1 hex radius, and heals him for 100%. Honestly, that was crazy with 3-star Swain. I get 2-star GP. I'm just putting him up top from our front line because he's just, it's just more front line for my Draven to ramp up, and I have pretty decent DPS. And then I slammed the QSS because I'm like, I want to slam something, but my items just aren't that good, and I'm just not gonna be greedy right here. I think honestly, in most cases, I probably would have been greedy. And but here, I don't think QSS is that bad just because of how prevalent Victor is. I know like Dish Soap and Frodan on TFT Academy, they have it as, I think, C tier, that's like the lowest tier they have, a C tier item. But I think Victor makes it so prominent where you need it now. It's just not a bad slam to me. So I was honestly looking at Pit Fighter Crest, but I'm like, big grab bag. I don't have, look at my items. I don't even have that many items, and my items aren't good. So I'm like, okay. Now I made this Hodge for Mordekaiser down the line, but for now, Swain, you can hold on to it. And reforge the tier and just go Sterix. Sterix is one of Mbessa's best items, if I'm not mistaken. So then I don't really need to slam this decal. I'm still running this Irelia too, but it's honestly just decent frontline. So and this is the board that took down my streak that I would still be streaking if he didn't beat me. So, I got a vendetta against this board right here. And then we end up beating him. Yeah. Take that, I don't know. Look at that Mbessa, 3.8K. Like, if I get Mbessa 2, I'm just cruising here. Look at this, I'm like, I'm gonna reforge one of these cloaks. See what I get out of the cloak. At LW, I'm like, okay, I can send that LW that shreds for my Mbessa and is very good on 2 Jace late game. So that's a pretty easy slam for me. If you can make LW early and you're not sacrificing like your Titans, Like you can greed for a Titans for Mbessa. You know, you can greed for the Hodge for Mordekaiser. But since I just go Titans or I just go LW because it works so well with Jace and Mbessa. I'm just like, I just kind of have to go it because it's gonna help me tempo. That's one thing about when you play tempo comps. You have to know when you can greed and when you can't. And most of the times you just cannot greed. If it's a decent item, not the BIS, you might not just be able to go for BIS on your late game carries. And you have to realize that. Then I lose that one. I'm looking at the Jace, but I'm like, I'm not gonna get the Jace. Now I'm looking at the Mbessa. I'm like, I mean, I don't think anybody in this lobby is playing Mbessa, but it is a sword, so maybe I get it, maybe I don't, probably not. So I'm already looking at whatever else. Yeah, the Mbessa gets taken. And honestly, I don't know what I want. I'm just like, I was gonna take this. That's half of a Titans, half of a tank item. Might as well. So finally get the road 2. I rolled down to 50 because I know I have late game specialists. So like I know I can wait until I hit the Krugs to roll down. I have 83 HP. I'm not really worried about anything right now. So as I'm rolling the 50, I'm trying to get this investor too. That's what I'm really trying to get. If I get the investor too, I'm chilling. I don't get it. Now I'm starting to lose rounds a little bit. But since I saved so much HP in the early game, it's not that critical. Like I think am I still top? Yeah, I'm still top HP in the lobby going into anomaly round. Then anomaly, I had to put it on the Mbessa because I don't have any one of my 5 cost carries. So I'm looking like diving entrance. Oh wait, no, I haven't hit it yet. Yeah, dramatic entrance. It's not bad, but like I want a little slightly better one. But I'm rolling. I'm like, And then after I roll in, I don't want to roll too much. I rolled enough. I'm like, okay, dramatic entrance. Honestly, I'm just gonna take it now. So I ended up taking dramatic entrance. Not too mad about it. Rolling here for try to hit the Mbessa too. And then I'm just waiting because I have late game specialist, so I'm just waiting for Krugs. Go 9, roll for 9, roll for my 5 costs, and stabilize my board, and hopefully win out. Well, let's see how the rest of this game goes. Look at that Mbessa stun. She only has like, I looked at her HP. She only has like 2,200 after gaining 55% max HP. Think of that Mbessa heal though. Mbessa carries this fight. Actually, no, GP carried the fight. Oh yeah, I did move the items over to GP. I forgot to mention that. It's like I have a 2-star GP. Draven doesn't do that much damage. And then GP's like, he's basically a 4 cost. Backline GP does work. Really good work. I'm sitting here at 51 gold. I'm like, I'm going to get enough gold to level up from here to go 9. Not really worried about anything. Still have the most HP in the lobby. I get a Titans, get a Spark. So So I'm already thinking about the slams. I'm like, okay, I'm just going 9. Boom. 1 gold, 34 gold. All right, time to roll for the 5 costs. At least 2. And best of 2 and a Jace. So I got my 4 form stopper in. Looking for that last Conqueror though. Then I move items over to Jace because he has the 40% damage amp. So yeah, I'm putting the Mordekaiser items on GP right now just to have someone with the items there. Look at the dramatic entrance in Bessa too. I might pick that one more, honestly. It didn't do me bad in this game. And look, you see the GP is keeping up with the Mbessa and the Jace. Then I get the 6 Conqueror, so I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, what do I take out? Oh, I still have the fucking Irelia on my board. Get that out of here. Switch items over. And I was like, I don't want to Titan. Titans is decent, but it's not the best. I was like, I can get my Hodge on 2. I was just like, I just Titans my Jace for more damage. Honestly, he's already auto attacking a lot with the Gwinsus. Might as well. Look at the healing on that Mordekaiser. This Black Rose board. Look at that Jace damage. This is a Jace 1. This is a Jace 1 8K. Tell you, Jace is once you get that 4 form stopper, Jace is the star of your show. Now I'm just rolling for my 2-star 5 cost, because once I hit my 2-star 5 cost, I am good. Don't hit anything, I'm like, okay. I'm still stable right now. Have what? 34 more HP than everybody else. I didn't have to roll right there, but I want to hit my 2-star 5 cost as soon as possible. The only thing is that, yeah, this comp doesn't really cap out. Like, you have to go level 10 or have the tacticians to get the 6 cost onto the board, which I have done. I went first. If you hit 10 and you hit the 6 Conqueror, 4 form stopper with a Victor on your board, you should just win the game. Like, I don't see many boards, unless you're going up against like a crazy capped out board. But even then, like, you still have a very good chance. After this VOD, I will show y'all a game I had. It was 2 fights where I went up against I think 600 cash out Kimbeer. I don't know if it was 6 or 500. He had a perfect item on a Savika too, and I beat him because I was 10 with a sniper's focus Warwick that was with the 6 Conqueror 4 form stopper, and the Warwick I had a Jace 2. I think, did the Jace have the Conqueror? I do not remember. I'll show the video after this. But I think Jace had the Conqueror on him. And so Jace, he gets everybody low. And then Warwick just cleans up with his 3 range sniper focus. It was actually kind of disgusting because that perfect item Savika 2 was really hard to kill. And then as soon as I hit Jace 2, it was I think I had like a 6 unit win over the Kimberan guy. Six unit. I think, yeah, the only thing that changed from one fight was I got a BT on my Warwick and I hit Jace 2. I still don't even have a Mord or Jace pair. But luckily I'm 54 HP. And my comp is really good. Let's look at my Mbessa 1v1 in this Violet. Mbessa just dominating the Violet. Mbessa anomaly. Then, clean up all the back line. And then you would think, and Bessa's doing all the work. You saw that. Oh wait, Jace still has the most amount of damage as a Jace one. Excuse me. With not even ideal items. I think like a Shojin Nashor's LW, Shojin Nashor's IE or LW. I think those are like Jace's 4 best items for backline. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure those are, because he just likes to cast and like. At this point, I'm just gonna save gold so I can roll down to hopefully hit these 2 stars. Because once I hit these 2 stars, they're gonna be putting in work, and I'll probably just win this game out. Looking at the lobby. This is an 8 sort board. I'm like, honestly, I thought I would have beat that board, but I didn't know how strong 8 sort was. But once I hit 2 stars, I know they aren't touching me. 2-star 5 cost, that is. At this point, I'm like, I'm not hitting them best of 2. I'm just gonna sell it and try to hit 2-star 5 costs. So, look again. I only have 370 out of 440 cash out. Like, this is not a crazy Conqueror cash out high roll kill units game. I see the mill. I'm like, I go 10? Like, I need to hit these 2-star 5 costs, so I probably won't even go 10 realistically. I'm like, I need to hit these. I hit the Mord, but don't hit the Jace, so I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah. Remover, put the Nashors on. Put the Titans on GP, because I have the Quicksilver on GP. The GP Melee did get buffed. Honestly, I'm just putting GP in Melee just because it's more frontline. The 35% durability. But just buys more time. But it did get like slight damage buff. It did get nerfed before in 14.24 as well. I think. Look at that Mordekaiser though, 10k. It did get buffed, or yeah. Okay, it got like buff nerfed because it no longer cleanses, which you never played him for melee anyway. And I get a TG out of the Conqueror, so I'm like, I just put it on Swain. He's a Conqueror and Form Swapper, so maybe he rolls some Gigabis items one fight and just wins me the fight. Never know. And then this is the 8 sort guy that I lost to his ghost. So let's see if the Mord 2 makes the big difference. The Mord 2 in the Jace items. Yeah, but then you see he even has a Victor on his board and just rolling over his board. 8 sort is not that strong. Get him to 1 shot. And then we're looking at, I see the Jace 2. I'm like, okay, sell the Mord for Jace 2. I'm like, I know both of them. I don't think either one of them is beating me. Realistically. I don't even have to scout because I forget what the other guy's running. Yeah, he's running 6 Sentinel Heimer. It's like, okay, yeah, Heimer got nerfed. 6 Sentinel Heimer isn't beating me. This Jace is gonna do too much damage. The stun from the Investa, 2-star Mord, it's just not gonna be enough. The other dude's fighting his ghost. I'm pretty sure he doesn't even beat him. So, double Elam here. Just look at this Jace unit. Yeah. 8K from the Mord, actually. The Mord did more than Jason. That's the first place right there. Just like that.